Hello and many thanks for joining us on another special edition of Inside the Real Estate program brought to you by Housing TV Africa. My name is Abdurrahman Umar. I'm your host and many thanks for joining once again. Inside the Real Estate program is a deliberative one, promising and enlightening. It is where we brainstorm on topical issues as they relate to real estate development, the high cost of living and all of that. And today on the special edition of the program, I am joined by Saleem Goje, who is the Managing Director, CEO, then Mama Smart Homes Limited. With him, we'll be looking at the high cost of building materials, especially how that affects delivering smart homes in Nigeria. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Mr. Saleem.
Thank you.
Yes, I mean, you have been into this business of smart homes. I mean, you're on, for most when we sit with them, they are into real estate. And then I think it's very important that you get to clarify for us what is smart homes, and then we can get to talk about how the high cost of building material actually affects you delivering these smart homes.
Okay,
Yes.
good morning. So, talking about smart homes, real estate, smart homes is under real estate. But though real estate is about maybe investing, there is investing, there is building of housing. So when it comes to, some people are buying land just to resell it in the future.
Yes.
It is also real estate business. Then some are buying to develop, to live in, or to sell it as houses. We are developers, for example. Our aim is to buy. We can help you. If you buy from us, we can help you and keep for as much as you want. Then when you want to sell it, we can help you facilitate the sale. Then maybe make money, like 15% out of what you are going to list. Then talking about smart homes, our company are doing smart homes because we want to make it unique. We want to add source to the normal real estate that they used to do, brands and hammers, billard and co. So we are a new firm. We are looking at implementing, we are looking at bringing our ideas. What is missing in the real estate sector? For example, now, we're looking at the estate, our Rome apartments now at Katampe, that we are the project that is ongoing. We're looking at doing all these windows that you can use your phone to, when it is morning, maybe the sun shines on you, you can just use your phone to just press one button, because you don't want to open your eyes, so that the windows will cover itself. Or you can be in America, and when someone comes to your house, you can have access from your phone to see who is at my gate. Should I allow him access? You can just press from your phone, and the door will open. So these are the things that we want to add to
this is very important. I will take them one after the other, because it's a whole new dimension for us here in Nigeria. I mean, for some in the US, like we talk about everything, it's something they have been used to. For them, it's common. But I'm sure even in Nigeria, there are those that know this thing exists and all of that. And you trying to bring it home, even if it is already here, but trying to make sure that it can get, a lot of Nigerians can be able to afford it, is a really good one. Let's talk about this high cost of living. I mean, when you began your own project, I'm sure, was it like that? Did you begin when this high cost of living started, or you started your project even before that?
I started even before that, when we were buying bag of cement, 4,500 naira to 6,500 to 7,500, now to 10,500 or 9,500. So it depends. The thing is, some of our clients, they key into the project when we told them that we are going to deliver a fully finished house at 80 million naira. Funny how now we are writing letters to them to tell them that we cannot deliver at this 80 million again, because of the inflation that is hitting the country, because the cost of living keeps getting, and we don't even know where we are going to stop.
I mean, every day it keeps changing.
So the projects that we did not start yet, now we are going to use another idea. We are going to tell them that, okay, when you want to come and pay for, we are not collecting money for fully finished again. We're just going to collect it stage by stage. For example, we'll collect money, we'll charge you maybe 7 million for just DPC level. Then it will go to carcass level, then maybe semi-finished, then to finished, so that when we are collecting that money for DPC, we know that we'll deliver DPC in 2 weeks. So even if it will appreciate, even if it is going to, inflation is going to hit the distance, it is not going much. So maybe 7 million can cater for it. Then after that, we'll look at the situation again. Then we'll look at how much it will cost to carcass level.
Yes, exactly.
Then we'll charge you for carcass level, maybe it will take us 2 months. Then again, we'll charge you for semi-finished, maybe it will take us 3 months. Then to finishing, now we'll charge you again. We'll look at the current prices of things, of materials.
All right. I think it's important that I ask you this. I mean, for developer, I do believe that in order for you to thrive in a country like Nigeria, you need policies that will provide, I mean, enabling environment for people like you to deliver.
Yes.
How do you feel? Is the current policies we have by the federal or state level actually helping the business of real estate developers in Nigeria?
In a way. In a way, because I won't say it is hindering.
Yes, because I will take you on this. In a way, what? That's the best thing.
Okay, it is not hindering our development.
Okay.
Because they allow us to charge our clients the way we want to. Of course, they know that we are individual sector, maybe we are private sectors, so we need to make profits. There is no government rule that is telling you that when you build a house of 50 million, you should sell it at 80 million. It's you that can decide to sell it 150 or 100 million.
Okay.
So, no matter what, at the end we are making our own profits.
Okay. So now look at it. We understand they are not charging you on how much is it, but you have some kind of compassion towards your clients.
Yes.
I mean, you also have people who are working under you.
Yes.
Okay. You reach a point where you, for instance, you have a money for investment or into this business and everything. Just like you said, when you started, you were buying cement, 4,000 bag of cement and all of that, and now you're buying it at 9,000. Okay, let's take it for instance, in a situation where at the time the policies that allow you to buy this bag of cement and all of that were 4,000, but the new policies are coming. How does that affect the business? That's the development I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, yes. I understand. So it affects the business, but we're in Nigeria. We must find a way solution out of it. Maybe we don't have a standing solution, but when you come to the bridge, you have to cross it sometimes. We'll just find a way, compromise between the client and the developer. Look at the cost of things. How are we going to do? But the government policies are not encouraging. They are not favorable. It is on all of us. It is on the developers, it is on the clients, down to the final consumer of the project.
Okay. So how do you
challenging?
Okay. What do you feel? Okay, is it challenging? Because it's important for you to voice your mind. Let them hear it. For those that are watching us, let them hear it.
It is challenging. It is challenging.
So what do you suggest for you in order for you, you people in real estate development, to have an enabling environment? What from your own perspective? Because you do believe that you're coming on, and where policies like this continue to affect your business, they will kill the desire for you to even say, okay, you want to keep doing that.
We just need stability. If I should say stability in the business, you should know that, okay, cement, if you know that the bag of cement will remain at 4,500 naira in the next 10 years, because just for example, let me, I recently got back from Saudi Arabia. So they told me that when I came back, they told me that this is their currency against dollar, real against dollar. It has been 370 reals to that's $100 is like 370 reals. It has been like this for the last 20 years or so. You know, that is when you know that, okay, you can do this.
There is stability in their policy.
So we need stability. If we know that, okay, cost of cement, bag of cement will cost 4,500 naira, even after 5 years, we will know that, okay, we are not going to run at loss. And we are not going to tell our clients, because some of our clients, when we tell them that, okay, this thing, the cost of this thing now has increased, they should add money to us. It makes us look dubious. And some of them might decide not to even come back to do business with you again. So it is challenging.
All right. So now looking at that, thank God you even talk about this, because it's a very important one. You are a Nigerian, and all you are trying to do is to provide your business, to do your business in Nigeria. So at the cost of that, because I'm assuming that's your own take, so that Nigerians can get employed and all of that. In a situation, how will this, like, inconsistent policies, this lack of stability in government policies, do you feel, will it take us to a point where some internal developers in Nigeria like yourself will feel like, I'm trying, and it seems that they are taking me back, they don't want me in this business, I'm taking my business to Rwanda or something like that? Would you reach to the point if government are not consistent in the policy?
Honestly, should I tell you the truth? At this point, there are even people that are quitting.
quitting, not even relocating.
Some are even thinking of relocating their business to other, maybe Accra in Ghana, and so on and so forth. So I don't know at this level, and it keeps getting worse day by day. So, but you cannot blame someone. He's looking at making profit besides his business. Wherever you are going to thrive and make money.
Okay, it is my belief that there should be an existing relationship, very close relationship between the manufacturers of these building materials, as long as you that are into developing an of it. Does this really closeness relationship exist? Because I mean, looking at the way things are, today cement is at 10,000, tomorrow it is at 12, 13. Because is it helping you? Because
it is not helping us, but you have to know that they are also businessmen. Just as now we are realtors, we do real estate.
Yes.
They also, this is their business. This is what they use to live, to pay their staff, to cater for their children, to pay their children's school fees and all. So they are just, everybody is just protecting his own interest.
So, okay, protecting his interest.
Yes.
Okay, look at it. Where you sit down and align your interest in place and realize that, okay, because whatever you are doing, automatically, if it is good, it will also affect the lives of Nigerians, either negatively or positively. In a situation where we have real estate developers and we have the manufacturers of these building materials sitting themselves together, bringing them, trying to, okay, why don't we advocate or provide more sensitization to those in power to realize the impact we are making on Nigerians? You understand that the need for that collaboration.
Yes.
So do you feel that if you guys go into collaboration together, I mean, you can be able to make more impact, and that this current situation of this high cost of living wouldn't have even reached there?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, since we know that cement are being produced in Nigeria. We have Boa, we have Goje and the likes. So I think so. I think so. It should, but like I said, sometimes we are blaming the governments because we are looking for who to blame.
Okay.
Sometimes individuals, we business people, we also have our own problems.
Okay, I'm going to take you on that problem so that we can identify and then see how we can resolve that problem. Let us take a quick break, and when we return, I will take you on that.
Thank you.
Obviously, we're going to go on a short break. Do stay with us. When we return, the conversations continue.
Thank you, AIHS, for the opportunity of this exhibition. It was a nice experience. I would like to make it again.
Thank you, AIHS. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, AIHS.
Thank you, AIHS.
Viewers, thank you so much for still being with us. If you are just joining us, this is Inside Real Estate program brought to you by Housing TV Africa. On today's program, I am joined by Saleem Goje, who is the Managing Director and CEO of the Mama Smart Hub. So we've been delivering on a lot of issues that cut across government policies and a lot. I mean, high cost of living, how these government policies is, bringing it forward, back and forward with all this. Thank you so much for still being with us. Okay. Yes. Before we went on a break, we were talking about we're looking for somebody to blame, and that's why everything we talk about government and everything. Why do you feel that way?
Because, like I said, some of the cement that we used to buy, they are being produced here in Nigeria, and the sawdust, all the materials that they need, they have already bought it when dollar maybe was 700 under Buhari's regime, because that is the things that they import. So I don't see any any factor that will make them to increase the price. And the price that they're increasing, they are not increasing it by 500 naira or 1,000. Imagine in just 1 month or 2 months, from 4-5 now it is moving to 10,500 naira. You see, that is the problem of the private sector. Sometimes we are taking advantage of all this
situation and all.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I think it is very important that you point this out. Okay. While earlier you made mention that we have government who is allowing the realtors to develop, because they will tell you, they are not telling you that if you develop 15 million housing that you should not sell like 50 million or something like that. They are not telling you all of that. Okay. While these real estate or manufacturers are taking advantage of the situation with each other and all of that, and because of that, Nigerians are automatically suffering. Who do you feel is the right person or authority to make sure that they can be able to? Do you feel the government can do something about this?
It's the government that are supposed to, because they have power. They are the ones that can control all these things. You know, Dangote Group is being controlled by an individual. He decides what he wants. He can just wake up today and say, okay, I'm selling my cement 1,500. Nobody will question that. And he can decide to say maybe he's selling it at 15,000. Nobody will question that. You can only maybe say, okay, I'm not going to buy Dangote again, I'm buying Boa.
All right. Okay.
And so even when it comes to real estate, I know the question they are trying to point out, maybe if we too are taking advantages of all these things, maybe houses that were supposed to sell for 80 million will now be selling it 150 million. Yes, of course, people are doing that. But there are competitors. There are people that are willing to, okay, I'm selling my own at 80 million. Okay, this one is selling at 90 million. Of course, if it is the same standard, people are going to key into the one that is selling for 80 million.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now you feel there should be, government should be able to regulate prices.
Yes, at least regulate. Even if there is no stability on, maybe cement should be 4,500, at least let it be that kind, 4,500 to 5,500, that range.
Okay, look at it this way. While we are asking government to regulate prices and everything, and we're having Dangote who would one day, because in some instance decide to say, okay, I'm selling my bag of cement 1,000 or 15,000. If you buy it or if you don't buy it, maybe that's okay. What we're having, he's saying, he might decide to tell you, because when the manufacturers and the minister of they had a meeting, they brought forward, they said some of the what is it, they brought some factors that allowed them to, you know, keep increasing the prices of cement and all of that. They brought smuggling and all of that. So all these kind of problems we're talking about, the same Dangote will come and tell you the governments are the one making them put these prices at this stage. So automatically what they will be saying, what we are saying is that let government help them, so that if the government provides an enabling environment and say, okay, this is the policy, and the policy is justifiable to the fact that yes, we know that they can sell this bag of cement at 50,000 naira, and when they choose to sell it at 10,000 naira, and that's where the problem comes in. That's when the government enforcement comes in and said, no, it's either you leave the market or so you feel there has to be this kind of stand and clarity.
Yes, they're supposed to be. Just that's why I admire,
it's what we are liking right now.
And you are a lot, the Minister of Housing, because when we were having the challenge of the cost of cement rising day by day, he summoned them. He sat and asked them, what is the problem? They now discussed, and maybe they agreed that they are going to reduce the price and all. So sometimes these are things that the government are supposed to do.
They need to be deliberate about it.
Even if you are not going to implement, so like even if you don't want to just implement it, call the people involved, discuss with them, have meeting, ask them what is their opinion, how are we going to solve this matter? Because all of us are doing this for the greatness of Nigeria.
Yes, exactly. I think that there is need for this inclusiveness.
Inclusiveness, yes. Not that just Senate should ban this, Senate should ban that. No. At least call the people that are involved. How are we going to make this thing work? For both sides, for all of us, for the country, for the people, for the masses, because at last, it is the masses that are suffering.
So you feel like even at our lawmakers level, they should be able to provide a forum where all these manufacturers and all that they can come in and say, okay, this is how, if things are done this way.
Yes, my brother, because if you should implement something, at least you should hear from this thing. You should gather so that you can get solution to the problem, so that it shouldn't be affecting people.
All right, exactly. All right, looking at the time, I think it's important that we take a look at this. I know you did talk about what smart homes is really all about, and I believe it is something that we were in a rush when we began, because I was only allowing you to talk about so that people can understand what we are going to talk about. I think it's very important that we talk about what this really really smart homes is all about?
It's just to making luxury.
Because we talk about technology, yes.
Comfort, making life easy. Like I said, when you want to sleep, some people maybe in the morning sun will shine because there's no light or something like that. They open their window, you understand, and the sun is shining on them, so they can just decide to just press their phone and the window will now close itself. You don't have to stand up, all these, you know. So it is just simplifying everything, making things easy. For example, now you don't need all these maybe security man to call you and tell you that this one is at your door. You can just see him from your phone. You understand? So if you want to turn off your AC, maybe the room is too cold, you don't have to look for a remote. You can just use your phone and you understand? So these are the, or if you don't want people to come to your house, they will have to do thumbprints. So all the members of the house will be, their thumbprints will be on the same machine, that if they put their hand, it will allow them access. Those that their thumbs are not there, they will not get access to this. So
I think very soon Nigerians will start calling you to ask you, okay, what if I want to ease myself and I don't want to leave if you look at it, because the way you are trying to make it comfortable for them, they may ask, you know, Nigerians, they like to just live comfortable. So okay, so yes. So is there a difference between smart homes and greenhouse? Because I know, looking at the climate change, we've been talking about all of that. What's your take on that?
Yeah, there is difference.
Okay.
Just
yes,
as the name implies,
yes,
these smart homes now, you know, we don't even have it. Okay, we have it maybe in part of this Abuja and the rest, but it is not all over. So
exactly. Okay, but you feel that there is need for this more enlightenment when it comes to, especially to builders, for them to know how it collaborates with climate change. You know, climate change is coming, all this erosion and all of that, where you have some real estate developers who are not, you know, who are not well equipped with knowledge of how climate change works, and then you begin to build anywhere. At the end of the day, when climate change hits, you even begin to lose millions of naira. Do you feel that there is more need for sensitization in terms of climate change?
Seriously, there is, because when you see real estate people now, maybe realtors now here in Abuja, they are all about making money.
Okay.
They don't care maybe what will happen in the future, what will happen tomorrow. Their own is just to sell, build, deliver, collect money and go. Anything that happens to you next, it is not their problem, and it is not supposed to be so. So aside from the realtors, you too as an individual keen into a project, you should have knowledge of all these things. Especially when it comes to erosion, like you said, Abuja is not a flat place. It's not a flat land. There are gullies all over. Someone will build at the top, someone will be, of course they are doing it in westernized countries, but they used to channel space, they would channel drainage very well. Here we don't do that. We used to take advantage of any small land, we just build on it because it is money.
All right, understand. So I feel that this, like, you know, why government will keep coming up when we are talking, because we believe we are the government, because the people, we decide who is in charge and everything, and we entrust them, I believe, for them to assess some certain things and say, because people will begin to do it, just like you pointed it out. People can decide to just go in, they just want to make money and everything. But then some other people believe that the government should be the one responsible to say, okay, this is not supposed to be this way, because we're looking at the future and we're looking at the impact.
That is where development control comes in. That's where urban and regional planning comes in. But the thing is, you can't hide it. It is Nigeria. So all these things, some people are not going by how it's supposed to be. Okay, submit your design, submit your this thing, so that they should look at the topography, how you are going to. Nigerians are not doing that as this thing. Maybe when they have someone that is there at the URP, will just clear them and they'll just start doing their. You understand? Some people get approval without even for the URP to come and check the topography of the land, maybe correct things for them. It's all money. It's all about money at the end.
Okay, because it's Nigeria. Okay, so you feel that,
and it is not good.
Okay,
we shouldn't continue saying it is Nigeria. It is Nigeria. We have to effect the change. We have to make the change. We have to make it look better. I agree with you. I agree with you. So you feel that the regulators, the Department of Development Control, and all of that, they should sit up to their responsibilities. Yes. They shouldn't be compromising things. Even wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. Even if the land belongs to FCT minister, he shouldn't be given approval if they know that this thing is not going to be end well, as maybe it is not sitting on where it's supposed to sit or something like that. You understand?
Yes. Okay, we are looking at trying to round it up. What's your message to government? And I think it's very important for me to even take you. Do you feel that, how do you feel about affordable housing? Because I know you are looking into smart homes, and for a common man he's looking for just
taking FCT now as a case study. Some people cannot even pay rent because it is very, very expensive. How much, if you want to stay in a decent location, if you want to pay just one bedroom, you are going to pay not less than 1.7 million. How much do you earn? What can you feed? You'll pay school fees and the rest. So it is not favorable. And some of these houses are old houses that maybe the owners have already recouped their money. They have even gained interest. They have even gained profit from the money, but still they are putting hardship on individuals.
Okay, I understand. Okay,
we need a body that is regulating all these things.
Okay, with compassion and kindness. Yes. All right. So look at it. How do you feel government building houses by themselves? I know we have a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we have administration by administration coming in with different
renewed hope. So we'll just keep encouraging renewed hope. Maybe they should use the best facilities, because so far the ones that have been building under the previous administration and the rest, you see there are so many abandoned projects. Yes. Some they are not of standard because they just compromise, like I said, and collect cheap things and use it and the rest. So I pray this one should do better, and I believe in Angiwa. I believe in him so much. So we are expecting much, and the expectation is high.
Okay, I do hope he will not fail us, because we have so much people in government who do not care about what people think or anything, like, especially Nigerians. I believe in a very long time is only, I should give Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the credit. In a very long time, he's the only president that we see hearing what people are saying at some certain point. Understand? You hear, we don't want this, we don't want that. Mr. President will react to it.
It's true that he's giving listening ears. He's taking advice. I believe even myself now, as a nobody in this country, when I say I want to see Tinubu, I want to pass message to him, I believe he will give me the chance to meet and see how we are going to make things better. He's that type of person. Yeah, he's accessible.
All right. Yes. Saleem Ilyasu Goje is the managing director, CEO, Mama Smart Homes Limited. With him, we've been delivering on a lot of things. I most sincerely appreciate you for taking the time to join us on Inside the Real Estate program. We do hope to see you once again. When smart homes start to build in other countries. All right. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of today's special package of Inside the Real Estate program, and my name is Abdurrahman Omar. Thanking you for being with us from the beginning to the end of the program. Goodbye and see you again.